Susie, and I'm good at just looking good. But this shall be my challenge to become an investigative journalist, exploring Essex, my home county. Will I make it? Am I skinny enough for TV? Just like...
An elegant, slender iron finger, warning the sea to behave.
First stop, Southend Pier, the longest pier in the world. Wow, let's investigate. I'm meeting Lorraine, a pier expert. That's what journalists do. They meet experts.
Hello and welcome to Southend.
Oh, beautiful. Excuse me a minute. Oh my God, you can barely tell you're moving because it's so relaxing. What's happened out there? There's lifeboats.
No, they're fishing boats.
Oh, right. It's gorgeous. Oh, my new mate. Oh. This is so nice. I'm here at Southend Pier with tourist advisor Lorraine, and in my investigations I've just found out a secret about Southend Pier. Lorraine, tell us about this secret.
The pier's made of wood, so we've got lots of planks of wood. So we do an adopt a plank scheme. You can adopt a plank for £50. You get a certificate to keep, and your name goes up on our roll of honour board. We've done just over 1,000 planks now, and people normally put up messages for their loved ones that have passed on.
Oh my God. So there you have it. You can adopt a plank to commemorate someone what has passed away. Yeah. This pier seems full of stories. I'm starting to love this job. Exploring, investigating, digesting. Hello, I am here at the RNLI station on the Southend Pier with Dave, who works here. Dave, could you tell me who I am holding here?
You're holding very important people there. These are bears these depict the crew of the lifeboats, okay? This one in the middle, he's a coxswain. You can tell by the cap that he wears. This one's Kevin the coxswain, this one's Harry the helmsman, and this one looks after the boats. This is Paul the mechanic. Very, very important job because the boats are going to be maintained to a very high standard because it's a major service, the RNLI.
So, I don't know if I'm happy about these bears operating a boat.
Really? Well, perhaps you've never been unfortunate enough to be out in a boat that's sinking, or you're perhaps need to be rescued from swimming or stranded out on the mud, and that's when the lifeboats come into their own.
No, and I will make sure I'm not, because I don't think a bear can drive a boat.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do, and you'd be very pleased to see one if you needed to be rescued, I'm sure.
Slightly unnerving, this place. It hurts, but I have to move on. I'm facing my first trip to the library. Eventually, I find a book about a place called Las Vegas. Sounds fun. It smells funny in here. So I took my helicopter to Basildon, another gorgeous place in Essex. But the town fights against gypsies. I wondered, what is Basildon like?
Excellent.
Rubbish.
Okay.
Okay.
Slightly run down, if anything.
There are more better shops. Like 9p store. I love the 9p store because that's where I got these.
What did you get there?
Popcorn.
You like popcorn?
I love popcorn.
Easy parking, bus service is good, no problem whatsoever.
Oh, brilliant. Well, not quite sure about that. Basildon has Europe's largest travellers site, and they're facing an eviction. How about that then, eh?
they're disgusting people and they're filthy. They're like living in caravans, and you only can marry your own kind. And
Right.
They cause a lot of troubles and all that, go out thieving, nicking, and everything.
None whatsoever. If they keep to themselves, they're more than welcome to stay. Don't bother me.
My girlfriend lives right next to some travellers in a massive site in Runwell. To be fair, they don't cause us any problems. They kind of keep themselves to themselves. Okay, obviously being on illegal land is not right, but they seem to keep themselves to themselves.
I think if it's legal land and it ain't getting to no use, what's the harm in them using it? Or find them some land they can live on, because I wouldn't like to be homeless and nowhere to live, not allowed to stay on a land. Like, I wouldn't like to be in that situation. So I think the council should find them somewhere appropriate to go if they're not allowed to stay there.
So they come over here because they say England is too soft.
I've worked in places where I've seen gypsies come in and...
Right.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know
not
they're there.
impressed, yes. I'm
You
not
can't leave
impressed.
anything out, can you?
No, nothing at all.
What have you had stolen?
The true gypsies, the proper gypsies, is like what my grandmother was. She was a proper gypsy. She come from Rome. She was a Roman gypsy.
Yeah.
And everybody knew her because she used to be down in South End. And she used to do all your things, Gypsy Rose Lee. And she used to do all your fortune telling. And
Right.
That's why I don't get...
Here she is now. 1,000 gypsies live at Dale Farm, and I don't know how, but it became quite clear to me that these people don't want to leave. Hiya, so we've been into Basildon Town Centre and we've heard what some people have had to say about Dale Farm. So here we are, we're going to meet some of the residents and hear what is the real story behind Dale Farm. Okay guys, yay!
Yeah, look, I'm a good-looking chap. Yeah, make sure you put this on tally now. Yeah, look at me. No. Take the picture and last longer for me good looks. Have your number now, love.
Of course you can all have my number. The real story is a lot more serious. The Gypsy Queen of Dale Farm, Mary Ann, explains.
Well, a lot of people don't really know gypsies and travellers. They think we're these horrible people with 4 heads, whereas we only have one. And sometimes we do get treated the very same as black people was years ago. No matter what happens, what don't happen, the finger is just pointed. Oh, they done it, the dirty pikeys or the dirty gypsies. Say that it is just absolutely horrible to be waiting under the threat of a nasty eviction. There's a lot of small children on here, a lot of old people, there's a lot of sick people, people who had operations, have to go back again to the hospital to get treated. If you are thrown out on the side of the road, how are you supposed to get looked after? They're always on about the welfare of children. Where's the welfare for our children? Out on the side of the road with no sanitation, no doctors, no nothing.
Will Ann Kobayashi, a peace fighter, help us get to the bottom of this problem?
I think there's a bit issue of planning permission, and it has been the case that in at least 70 to 80% of planning applications from traveller families have been rejected.
This made me a bit emotional. I hope they make it.
Hope is gone. Look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth that a hero lies in you.
On the 324, followed by the 989, followed by the 127, and my bus journeys home, I passed by a strange place. Canewdon, the most haunted place in Essex. Legend has it that if you walk round the church 3 times, you'll see the devil.
Won't open.
I'm having enough trouble getting into the church.
There will always be witches in the village. If one dies, one will take his place. If one can't, then the village will fall.
my wife turned into a witch when she ran naked down the street, but that's a different story.
Sadly, I didn't see any witches while investigating in the Anchor Inn. All these ghosts were seen by people who happened to be drunk. Like this gentleman's wife on the old absinthe. Oops. Ah, what a day. Time for more research. I don't know. This investigative journalism is a bit too much like hard work, and my mum always said to take the easiest route. Stacey Solomon! If she can be a star, then so can I. I'm going to be a singer. Essex. It's a place where you can go. A place where all the girls wear white stilettos. Essex, a home county filled with pride. Let's all go buy some stuff down the lakeside. Oh, Essex girls, you are so beautiful, with your long nails and perfect cuticles, and you're so tanned like an old rubber band. Essex, oh yeah, Essex, the world's longest pier is at Southend. Don't go abroad, go to Adventure Island. And they've tried and tried, but they have been denied to burn that pier down. Oh, you can aspire to a house in Chigwell, or have a wife like Jodie Marsh. Spend your days having your nails made long, add hair extensions, dye it white blonde. Learn to talk like Stacey Solomon. The girls are painted as thick, but they're not. They all speak Spanish. They can say Magaluf and Ibiza. Oh, Essex, yeah. Essex boys drive